Greetings. This presentation is titled Christ the Fiery Flying Serpent. There's so much I can talk about concerning this issue. Let's begin. A wise man will hear to understand a proverb and their dark sayings. Proverbs chapter 1, verses 5 and 6. So then, after the Lord had spoken unto the disciples, he was received up into heaven and sat on the right hand of God. A healer or spiritual master is a divine human being capable of dwelling in the fifth dimension. An ascended master is capable of dwelling in the sixth dimension. You find this in this definition of ascended master in Wikipedia. Christ the fiery flying serpent. Another way to describe a fiery flying serpent in Hebrew is called a seraph. A seraph. The plural for seraph is seraphim. The serpent embraced as an emblem of evil, perhaps is unbeknown by many believers as an emblem of good. For example, in the Bible, the serpent is also is typified as an emblem of good, representing attributes such as power, healing, and wisdom, for example. When Moses had confronted Pharaoh, demanding that he let my people go, Moses had displayed the power of Yahweh by having Aaron's rod laid before Pharaoh, transforming it into a great serpent. But Pharaoh's magicians also had the same power, and they laid their rods down. But Aaron's rod swallowed up the ancient Egyptians' magical rods. Here's another example concerning a good attribute. After being set free from Egyptian bondage, the children of Israel began to complain in the wilderness, which angered Yahweh, and therefrom he had sent fiery serpents to chastise Israel, who had sickened and died from the serpent bites. Moses had petitioned Yahweh concerning this dilemma, and Yahweh commanded Moses to create a brazen serpent staff. And according to Numbers chapter 21, verse 19, Moses made a brazen serpent staff, put it on, and displayed it in the wilderness. And after the children of Israel had gazed upon the staff, they were healed from the serpent bites, and they lived. Here's another example. The serpent representing wisdom during Christ's ministry. He has sent his disciples into the world to spread the gospel, declaring this warning: Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. In summary, Aaron's rod before Pharaoh, transforming into a mighty serpent, exemplified power, which is a good attribute of the serpent. The children of Israel were healed when they gazed upon the brazen serpent pole, another good attribute. Christ demanded his disciples to be wise as serpent. Thus, this is a good attribute. Christ didn't say be wise as the devil. He said be wise as serpent. All representative of good qualities. Okay. Now, I want to introduce the concept of biblical typology, which is a method of biblical interpretation whereby an element found in the Old Testament is seen to prefigure one found in the New Testament. Check out the link below for the definition. Let's consider the biblical typology of Moses' brazen serpent pole. And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up, referring to Jesus Christ. Right? Moses' brazen serpent pole, brazenness, or to be brazen represents something that's fiery. Moses' brazen serpent pole is a type of Christ. Okay? And the ascension of Christ suggests flying. So what I'm suggesting is that Christ is the fiery flying serpent. Okay. Here's another key point to consider found in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 24, which says, "But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ, the power of God and the wisdom of God." Uh, read the entire, well, go to chapter 1 of 1 Corinthians to get the scripture in context. I'm not, the Bible said rightly divide the word of truth. That's what I'm doing. I'm rightly dividing. In other words, Christ is the wisdom of God. Okay? The Greek term for wisdom is Sophia. If we remove the letter S from Sophia, we arrive at this term called Ophis, which means serpent. So esoterically, Sophia Theos, which is the Greek for wisdom of God, in my opinion, means serpent wisdom of God. Okay? Christ is thus the fiery flying serpent wisdom of God. Why is this important to know? Let's consider Jeremiah. But his word was in my heart as burning fires shut up in my bones. Okay? The serpent-like spine has 33 vertebrae, right? These are the bones where the fire exists. Is it a coincidence that Yehoshua, also known as Jesus the Christ, had been crucified at 33 years of age? And what's this all about? Albert Pike was a 33rd degree Mason. Notice the emblem there. Okay. You notice the emblem? That's Albert Pike's necklace. It resembles the letter Semek. The ancient Hebrew letter S, called Semek, is defined as stability. It derived from ancient Egyptian jade pillar, the backbone, right, where the fire exists, the backbone of Osiris. The Pope's triple-tiered staff resembles Semek. Why is that? What is the Pope saying? Is he esoterically saying that he is the stability of the church? There's more to discuss as I come to the end of this presentation. Very short. There's a whole lot I can get into, but I decided to conceal and not reveal. Within each of us lies the potential to activate a personal connection to the called Uraeus in ancient Egyptian texts and Kundalini in ancient Hindu yoga traditions. Go to the link below. I examined this web page. I didn't read it, but I found what it revealed quite interesting. I'm not the only one that's aware of these secret teachings, and there's much I want to reveal, but I'm going to hold back. And with that said, I bid you adieu.